the upcoming Halloween event, transferring our accounts to the next-gen consoles. And speaking of those next-gen consoles, what else will they offer? Those are some of the topics and questions we're going to be talking about in today's GTA Q&A. So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Q&A. This is a Q&A that has some questions from the last Q&A. These are some leftover questions, but it doesn't matter because they're still pretty dang good. So we're going to hop right in. We have Soulless Peep. He says, when do you think the Halloween event will come out for GTA 5? So if you're like me and you've actually just completely forgotten, we actually know what the Halloween event is. It's going to be that alien UFO in Fort Zancudo. I believe we already know it's going to be a free mode business battle style of an event. As for when it's going to come out, well, Halloween this year is actually on a Saturday, which would mean the 29th is the Thursday before it. That's probably when you're going to see it in the event week, which means that this upcoming event week on the 22nd will just probably be another standard event. And then the following week is going to be the Halloween event. As far as what else we're going to be getting, we don't really know, but one would assume you're probably going to get a bunch of the Halloween vehicles on discount and hopefully maybe a double money event on something as well. The next question, though, from David Johnson, he says, do you think Rockstar will ever add friendly player lobbies to GTA Online so people can play GTA Online with randoms and not worry about being killed by other players? You know, a punishment in this particular lobby could be automatic bad sport for anyone that kills other players. Well, look, if you're going to make a friendly lobby, then honestly, the way you would do it is like in the video I showed over the weekend. The passive mode glitch, but with guns. You would just make everyone in the lobby that, because you don't want anyone killing each other. So why even, give them a chance? And it's weird because I've actually seen some people complaining that I showed how to do that glitch. At least to my knowledge, there's no way to grief with that particular glitch. It's only a way to help legitimate players play in public lobbies. Yet people were complaining and they were like, wow, I thought you didn't do glitches. And I'm like, do you not want to have a public lobby that's fun? I don't know if that's like the PvP griefers like trying to attack us, right? But I don't know. That was a little weird. But at the end of the day, I think we do all know Rockstar is never going to have some sort of friendly lobby like that, just because they kind of want players to blow up your business product and business supplies whenever you're doing those missions, because that would just mean you're either gonna play more or you're gonna buy a shark card, so I think we are gonna just have to stick to the glitches for now. But no, man, I would love a friendly lobby like that where you had other players so you can interact with them and, have some fun with them and you can talk with them, but you wouldn't have to worry about killing them or them killing you. Michael the driver, he says, for GTA Online on PS5, do you think our heist finales and businesses will transfer over from current gen to next gen? Do you think that the new GTA Online will have all the latest updates included, or will we have to download them all again? Well, look, obviously I'm not Sony, I'm not Xbox, I'm not Rockstar. I don't exactly know how it's going to work, but I guess one would just imagine GTA Online, this new version, it will be a separate update. Yes, it'll be a separate game, but it won't have the single player. So I guess it might be a much lower requirement as far as hard drive space, just because that's probably like 30 to 40 gigs of story mode content that they don't need to add. Now, as far as do I think stuff will transfer over, that kind of ties in with this next question from Mario. Do you think Rockstar will let us migrate our account to the new gens of consoles like they did with the 360 and the PS3 to the Xbox One and the PS4? And he says, because I might switch over to the PS5 if I can move my stuff over. So, of course, Rockstar would be stupid to not let people migrate. No one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants to start from level 1, especially if they've been playing on the PS4 and the PS3 and, those consoles for the last couple of years. So I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but you definitely would imagine Rockstar will let you transfer. I'm sure it'll be similar to the same jump from the 360 and the PS3 to the PS4 and Xbox One. I believe even when the PC came out, Rockstar let people transfer or migrate their account. So clearly they've done that before, and they have the technology in place. So I wouldn't really worry too much. The only thing that I think a lot of us are just wanting to know is more about this expanded and enhanced version, this new separate online version. If it's a separate online sort of game, like how is that going to work when it comes to transferring and migrating everything? That's really the only question. But as far as getting your stuff to the PS5, I don't think there will be a problem at all. Then we have Danny Dauber. If you could decide the payouts for the new upcoming heist coming later this year, what would you give out and why? Whew, that's a tough one. So I think I'm going to try and keep it somewhat realistic, because I mean, look, if you're asking anyone this question, oh, I want $20 million, it's like, that's not going to happen. Let's be realistic. Rockstar never gonna let you do that. However, I would like to see something like the Criminal Mastermind challenge, but as an actual like challenge in the heist, if that makes sense. We don't know what we're going to be heisting, but I'm just going to use a bank for the sake of examples. If you're heisting a bank, there could be some really crazy challenge. Maybe it's very hard enemies. Maybe you have to do it in a timed manner. And if you do this particular challenge in the actual game, then you would get more money from the vault, and then you would have more money, and that could be like a $10 million bonus. I do hope we get something along those lines. I hope we get a crazy bonus that is pretty achievable. Because the Criminal Mastermind thing, I believe you can do that only once, and you can't do it again. And in the casino heist, there wasn't really anything like major that you could get. I do hope that the highest payout is at least 10 million. Make the heist very difficult, make it whatever you want, right? But I really hope we get a crazy big heist number. That's my wish for this upcoming heist. And then the final question, the question of the day, because this is something that, since we don't really know much about it, is just, I think, a pretty interesting topic to discuss. So San says, what else do you think the next generation of consoles will offer to GTA 5 story mode / online, other than the high quality graphics and what has been mentioned so far? Well, as far as what has been mentioned, I think it's only been that the graphics will be better. And even then, I don't think they've really specified on what that exactly means. Now, like the thumbnail suggests, the two main things, I just hope they're in it, because if not, it's such a wasted opportunity. Number one, more players in the lobbies. I'm almost positive that the reason we're at 32 is because the PS4 and Xbox One, they can't handle any more. I think if you're playing on console, you would already know, if you have a full lobby, sometimes those frame rates drop to below 30 frames, which is just unacceptable. On the new hardware, that shouldn't be a thing. So hopefully that means we get more players. Or I'm just thinking of this now, if we don't get more players, add in more NPCs, add in animals. I don't know why we don't have animals yet, but I guess it's because of the hardware. Now with the newer consoles, there should be no excuse. So either more players or more NPCs / animals finally in online. The other thing would be a bigger map. That means map expansions. Now, I don't know if that means more islands, if that means just adding on to Los Santos somehow, but the newer hardware should theoretically allow for bigger and better updates. And as far as the updates that we have currently, there's some pretty big updates. The only way they can get bigger is map expansions. And if GTA 6 and GTA Online 2 aren't going to come out for quite some time, I think the game kind of needs more map. So those are my two answers, but because this is the question of the day, I am curious, what else do you guys want to see in the next gen update? Thank you all for watching. Please drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.